In injury time, Bukayo Saka searching for a penalty for Arsenal. Let's take a look at this one.
I was certain it was going to be given when I seen Saka come through. A mix up there at the back, I think, Alphonso Davies. But is he leaving his leg hanging there to be taken by the goalkeeper? Is it a good decision?
I actually think it's a really good decision because, like you said, dying moments of the game at the Emirates, you've got to make a big decision. And I think he was calm about it. It obviously went to VAR. You see the referee go to VAR anyway, but you could see him saying basically they've checked it. And I just think it was the right decision. So although we have seen them given.
So you think he cheated?
No. I just think he does all clever forward players do. That's all. Leave my Saka alone.
As always, whenever there's a refereeing discussion to be had here, we bring her in. Christina! Uncle. What's going on? Let's talk about this one because I think we pretty much all agree, yes, it wasn't a penalty. How difficult is it for referees in those incidences where players are manipulating essentially to try and win the penalty?
Very difficult, but what really helps a referee be able to get this correct decision on the field is all about angles. So the Swedish referee here, having that position aim, being able to see exactly where the keeper is planted, that he didn't extend himself, and being able to initiate and see Saka's top of the right boot going closer to, the bottom of his knee and initiating that contact and pulling it. You can only get that view if you're in the position and the referee is actually looking at it from this angle itself. If the referee had been 2 steps, even 3 steps to the left, could easily be basically understanding and seeing and thinking that the keeper had extended his right leg into the path of Saka who was running on. And instead, this actually is a very good no decision. The referee's body language is very confident that he had nothing on it. And when you replay it both in slow motion as well as at 50% and 100%, it confirms that on decision was correct. But it is a difficult decision, especially with only seconds left in injury time.
Christina, where are you? I'm normally used to seeing the books, the magazines, the TV screens, the memorabilia.
She's in her open plan office and she doesn't want anyone to see the people behind her. Is that right?
That is correct. Everyone's still working out there, working hard at a 5:30. So I snuck into one of the conference rooms.
All right. Well, we appreciate you. Good to see you as always.
You as well. And for the record, Kate's my favorite. Just saying. For the record, Kate's my favorite.
Yes!
Vicky, get off the screen.
Christina's a regular on the show, so that counts extra. Thank you, Christina. Much love. Love you very much.
Yeah, would love to stay in chat. Toodaloo.
Jesse Marsh, Pep Guardiola. The list goes on.
Harry, what was it like playing back here at the Emirates, a place where you've caused a lot of heartache for Arsenal fans?
Yeah, it was strange, if I'm honest. I think, of course, I didn't expect to be back here so quick into my Munich career. But yeah, look, it was a good occasion. It was a tough game. We knew Arsenal obviously have a lot of quality, especially here in their home. So we had to dig deep at times. But overall, it's been a good experience to come back. A good game, a tough game, and now all to play for next week in Munich.
You talk about a good experience. You like scoring against Arsenal. It's now 15 goals in 20 appearances. What is it about scoring against this side? I
don't know. I get quite a lot of penalties against Arsenal, especially here at the Emirates. So they kind of hand the opportunities to me. But no, I enjoy these games. Obviously for Tottenham, they were the big games, the London derby. So I spent many games here. I've had some good results, but not some bad results as well. So yeah, I enjoy big games, and obviously this is a quarter-final. It doesn't matter if it's Arsenal or whoever. It was a big game, and I'm glad I helped the team today.
Well, Anita has also managed to speak to the Arsenal manager, Mikel Arteta, so let's listen into that one as well.
Mikel, on the basis of the performance today and the opposition, are you happy with the draw?
Well, I wasn't happy if the game would have ended up, especially in the first moments when we had total dominance of the match. We scored the first goal, and we had the moment with Ben White when he's in front of Neuer to put it to 2-0, and then the tide changes completely. Then, yeah, without giving away anything, we give them 2 goals against a team that in open spaces they have unbelievable quality to punish you. They have done, and after that, I think that we have to be really focused not to give the game away. And I think we've done it, and the subs made a huge impact again to keep us on the tie, and I full belief that we can go there and beat them.
All right, I guess let's get your thoughts on anything particular that stands out from the Arteta interview, or kind of looking ahead to that game moving forward in the second leg now. 2-2 obviously scoring this one, go to Munich now with that.
First, I will start with Harry Kane and how he played tonight. There's something I always say to whether as an assistant or as a coach, what a striker should do away from home. That's exactly what Harry Kane does to the T, and he did it tonight once again. As long as Arsenal couldn't stop him keeping the ball or having a free kick, then you cannot sustain that pressure that you're putting in the half of the opponent. As soon as they manage to stop him keeping the ball or having a free kick and staying there, and Mikel Arteta talked about, obviously, the Serbs, what it's talking about with the Serbs is Zinchenko coming from a left-back position, coming inside to have an extra man to be able to hold the ball a bit better, and they did in the second half, and obviously, we can talk about Gabriel Jesus and Leandro Trossard scoring that goal. But, you know, it was, and I can understand in the coach point of view, at the end of the game, you're trying to talk to your team by saying, look, we gave them 2 goals. So what he's trying to do right now after the game is talking to his team to say, look, they're a great team, but we gave them 2 goals. And I understand what he's saying. Gabriel makes a mistake. You have Declan Rice that shouldn't be stepping out. He did step out. You can't let Leroy Sané running inside your team like that. But what he's trying to do is trying to tell his team, look, we were not too far. We should have done this, we should have done that. And we all know that the game was more of a 50, even a 55 to 45 on the other side.
I think we should remember as well, this is the first year they're in the Champions League, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, that was a great learning curve the last round. Porto, a team you'd expect them to beat, but they found it tough. And tonight, again, was a real experience for them. You know, we've got experience of playing in Europe. You're 1-0 up, you think everything's fine, and before you know it, you're getting beat 2-1, and you can't quite work out what's happened. And it felt like that watching Arsenal. It wasn't the same flow, it wasn't the same team that you see in the Premier League, because Europe's different, and it does things to, you know, the stadium just freezes as well when it goes 2-1, and they ground it out, they got themselves back into it. The fact there's no away goal, you know, that rule's gone, so it helps them. So, you know, it's going to Munich. It's going to be tough for them, and it'll be another big experience. But if they could come through that would be absolutely massive for them, not just this season in terms of going forward, because Arsenal are going to be a team who I think will continually be in the Champions League for the next sort of 4 or 5 years.
You wanted to say something as
no,
well, did you?
Jamie basically mentioned it with Thierry, yeah, but just like, he talked about the badge, didn't he? And sometimes, you know, coming into a quarter-final for so long, I just thought Arsenal, OK, they give away sloppy goals, but they dealt with it well. They could have froze, and they didn't freeze, so fair play to them for that.
OK, so the other game, remember, was the 3-3 draw between Real Madrid and Manchester City, and Guillaume Balaguer has managed to speak to Pep Guardiola, Manchester City manager, so let's listen into that interview.
I suppose your intention, it always is to take control of what happens, but today was almost like a player's game, because a lot of the goals came from...
Incredible. Yeah, have been incredible goals. The last from Valverde, the second from Phil Josko. Even for Bernardo, who is a smart vision. So, yeah, always you have to control the transitions, but it's impossible. It's impossible. So they are built for that, and of course they have the quality for the possession, because Toni Kroos moved the team incredible, and after transition they are so fast. But we take the 3-3, so the analysis is simple. Madrid wins semi-final, we will be in semi-final, so we have to win again.
As promised, time for a tactical breakdown at the big screen. Thierry, what have you got for us? What we're going to do?
The goal of Nagbury and what Declan Rice should have done at that particular moment, because you're the police officer and a mistake happened, you have to rectify it. And more often than not, he does it, but he didn't do it tonight. As you can see, we talked about the goalkeeper coming, we talked about the back pass, but if you pause here, look at the distance between your 2 centre-backs. And I know at that particular moment, it doesn't look like that you're going to be in trouble. At that moment, you cannot make, and you're going to see it when we're going to play it, the 1, 2, 3 step he's going to make. Leroy Sané wasn't born yesterday. You make those 3 steps. Goretzka also sees it. He runs in behind. Why? Because look at the gap in between Saliba and Gabriel, and you have a man running, and he's aware that a man is running. If he stays here and see the guys all in front of him, nothing happens. But as you know, guys, when you lose the ball, you tend to want to go because you thought it was going to be a short pass, but he is clever. And on that one, you were not. Play it.
I mean, could Saliba anticipate it a little bit more?
You're dead.
Dead.
You can't. He's aware of Gnabry coming. You don't see it down.
I mean, how highly do you rate the pass, Thierry? I mean,
it's all of a pass. You can't let that come. Early. Yeah, you can't. Micah, it's Leroy Sané on the ball, not a guy at the bottom of the Premier League on the ball. It's not the same ball game.
You get punished at this
Premier
level.
League, you 1-2 step, guy on the ball saw it. You go there, guy on the ball saw it. You go 2 inside, Gnabry saw it. That's on you. You shouldn't lose that ball. I'm just saying, Declan Rice at that particular moment, just don't go back 3. You see Gnabry, you see Leroy Sané, and you see Goretzka coming.